Hello there, it's everyone's favourite gadget shop reviewer person, Stormian, and this is a lovely, lovely tablet. It goes by the name of M009, no it doesn't, M009FX, which basically means it's awesome. This is the manual for it. In fact, I don't even think it is. I think this might be the manual for a completely different product. So I'll ignore that. I'm pretty sure it's in good English anyway, so it's not very interesting to us. We've got a tablet there. Take that out and look at that in a second. I've taken the accessories out of the box already. Basically, you get an adapter with it to convert the port on it to two USB ports, full-size ones, and an Ethernet port, and you also get a charger, full UK charger, not an adapter charger, which is quite nice. Let's take that away and look at the tablet itself. Now, this is a 7-inch tablet. It's got a quite nice resistive screen compared to a lot of resistive screens that I've used over the years. Let's go through the hardware. There's one of these back button, which doesn't look like an iPad back button, rather, which is a very nice feature because these tend to. On the top we have, oh dear, nope, let's get it in the shot, that might help. Focus. Menu, volume up, down, and a microphone pinhole. On the side we've got a power button. On the bottom we've got the reset hold, and on the side we have some speakers, micro SD slot, that port which you plug the adapter into. Don't think it does anything else there. Not sure why they've bothered to put that there, but they have. And then headphone and charger port. Let's switch it on. Now while that's powering up, I will give the hardware a quick review, and I will say it is some of the best. Oh dear. Hello. You can see me. Some of the best hardware on a cheapy Android tablet that I've ever seen. The plastic on the back, it is plastic of course, but it's very nice, matte, not glossy, black plastic. It's absolutely built like a brick. There's no joins in the corner there, it's all one piece of plastic, and the screen is very slightly sunk below the surface, all the way around there, so it's not a defect, it's just the design, which does make it a bit easier to grip. You can hold the sides a little bit better. Oh, there is of course a webcam, which I completely forgot to mention, 1 megapixel I think, sort of very basic Skype webcam, and there's a light which is green when it's on and red when it's powered by a charger. Here we are then. It's scanning for media, so these first seconds won't be very indicative of the performance. Oh, they will. I'm a liar. You will notice that this is absolutely effortless. Well, you won't because you're not doing it, but I'm saying they are. This has a 1 GHz informatic processor. I think I've said that right. It's single core, but basically I've had a Samsung Galaxy S with the same or very similar processor in it, made by Texas Instruments I think, rather than this company, but it's got the same sort of speed as that, and also the resistive screen is very, very good. I can use it almost like a capacitive screen, barely touching on it. It's some of the best hardware I've ever used on a cheap Chinese tablet, and I will get to how cheap it is at the end. You will love it. Right, let's go on to the browser. I hope I didn't leave any porn open. Yeah, that was a joke. Nope, I just haven't connected it to my Wi-Fi. That's a fat lot of use, isn't it? Hold on a second. Okay, done that now. That was a lack of preparation on my part. Sorry. Let's try and search for something then. There's your keyboard, standard gingerbread keyboard. But yes, this is running gingerbread. Just made sure I got that right. Oh, my fingers look bright red on this. look like I've been hammering myself with a large elephant. What shall we search for? Let's search for tablet, because that's what this is. First time I've ever had typing lag, and it's being on the video review. Either way, that says tablet. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, this focus isn't very good today, is it? Yes, used by default. Thank you, Android. Okay, and this is how fast it loads web pages. Now, I have an Evo 3D as my personal phone at the moment, and this is just as fast loading web pages. I don't know whether it's an Android browser thing or what, but it's just very good at loading web pages. As you can see, scrolling, absolutely fine. What isn't absolutely fine is multi-touch, because I don't believe it has it. The manufacturer does actually claim this has multi-touch, but I can't get it to work, so unless my fingers have some evil powers, this doesn't have multi-touch, which is really the only real flaw of this, because apart from that it works absolutely lovely. Let's open CNET, because that's a pretty heavy website in terms of page loading and all that, as evidenced by it taking slightly longer. But, oh, it's not too far actually. Well, not too long, sorry. Probably about 10 seconds to get most of the page up. It's still loading a bit, obviously, but can we scroll around? No, it's not particularly happy about scrolling around. Come on. I suppose if you load a heavy website on a tablet browser, this is what you should expect. But, you know, it's still, for actually rendering the web page, it's done that quite nicely. And I'm sure once that's loaded, it will, there we are. We'll scroll around absolutely fine. In fact, to be honest, I think the main problem is this Flash. Flash on Android is just absolutely terrible. And even though this has it, I wouldn't recommend using Flash at all. Let's get out of the browser. There you go, there's the web browser. As far as apps go, it does have real Android market. If you get these sorts of things off of eBay, they tend not to have this. They tend to have AppsLib or something like that, which isn't real Android market. It's got very few of reasonable apps on it, and most of them are in Chinese. So this is what you want, market. It's also got APK Manager, which lets you uninstall things and all that. It's got YouTube, it's got settings. I'm not going to go through all the apps, mostly because I did that on the M009FX review, and also every other review of any Android device has covered them already. But I am going to run Angry Birds just to show you how well games run on it. Newer version of Angry Birds, of course, with all the updated graphics. Boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. So, how's it going? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. I was playing better Angry Birds. It's loading. Is this Angry Birds? Still loading. There we are. Okay, remember, this is not an iPad, so even though it does load and play fine, it is a little bit slow in doing so. Let's turn the volume down a bit. There we are. Play. As you can see, I have been playing this, as evidenced by the levels. But look at that, absolutely flawless. Playing Angry Birds. Usually, if a Chinese tablet isn't very good, Angry Birds is the first game not to work. I've played them where the sprites weren't there, I've played them when nothing happened at all, just black screen. This is very, very good. And there you go, I won, because I'm amazing. So if you want this to play games, then I actually highly recommend it for a Chinese tablet. Quit, thank you. Don't think there's anything else interesting on this, to be honest. There's a Paint app, but that's just Paint. The sound recorder, that records sounds. Wi-Fi settings, YouTube. It's all very standard Android stuff, so I won't bother going into that. But basically, this is a very, very nice, cheap Android tablet. And by cheap, I mean somewhere between £50 and £70, depending on the price we can get this at, and depending whether it's on the website or eBay. But this is the best value of any Android tablet I've ever used, and even not speaking as a salesman, I highly recommend this. In fact, this is mine. I'm not selling this one. It's my personal one, and you're not having it. It's just so good for, especially if you don't load CNET, because that was a terrible thing to do and I've got no idea why I did it. But if you don't load CNET and you stick to sites like Engadget or Facebook, I've not got the Facebook app on here, but I've tried them on previous models and that's worked absolutely fine, so it's going to work even better on this one. And the Facebook website's going to work fine as well. It's just, I can't speak highly enough of this item. And it does sound a little bit like I'm trying to oversell it, but it just genuinely is that nice. If you want one of these, please go to the website where we do have them. If you search Stormium on eBay, you might find them. It depends. Yeah, it just depends. Might find them, might not. Definitely on the website. And on the website, there is probably a cheaper price than eBay. So obviously there's no eBay fees to pay for us, so we pass the savings on to you, because we're lovely like that. Okay, thank you very much for watching this. This has been Stormium. Have a good day.